Steelers vs. Jets bold predictions for Week 1 of the 2025 NFL season. The NFL couldn't have scripted a juicier storyline for the first Monday Night Football of 2025. One of the league's most decorated quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, returns to MetLife Stadium, but not in green and white. Instead, he will be donning the black and gold of the Pittsburgh Steelers, kicking off a surprising new chapter in his Hall of Fame career. On the opposite sideline stands the New York Jets, the very franchise that once believed Rodgers would be their savior. Now, they've turned the page to Justin Fields, the former Bears quarterback tasked with reviving a team that never realized its lofty potential with Rodgers at the helm. It's the ultimate twist. Rodgers against the Jets in front of the same fans he was once supposed to lead to glory. Add in the Steelers' tradition of toughness and discipline against a Jets team seeking a fresh identity, and you have all the ingredients for a gritty, dramatic Week 1 showdown. Let's break down some bold predictions for this fascinating matchup and see why it could set the tone for both teams' 2025 campaigns. Rodgers returns to MetLife with the Steelers. Rodgers' tenure with the Jets was supposed to be legendary. Instead, it was marred by frustration, inconsistency, and injury. His Achilles tear in 2023 derailed everything, and his brief comeback in 2024 did little to salvage the experiment. Many assumed his career was done, but at 41, Rodgers is betting against Father Time. Now in Pittsburgh, he joins a franchise known for stability and championship DNA under head coach Mike Tomlin, who has never had a losing season in his 17 years on the job. Unlike in New York, Rodgers isn't expected to carry an entire franchise on his back. The Steelers' identity is rooted in defense, physicality, and discipline. Rodgers' role is simple. Keep the offense efficient, protect the football, and make plays when it counts. This game is personal. The boos will rain down, but Rodgers thrives on proving doubters wrong. Expect him to deliver a performance that reminds everyone why he's still one of the sharpest minds at the position, even if his physical tools have diminished. Bold prediction number 1. Rodgers throws for 250-plus yards and a score. Rodgers isn't the MVP-level passer he was 5 years ago, but that doesn't mean he can't win games. In 2024, he threw for 28 touchdowns and 11 interceptions, showing he still has plenty left in the tank. The Steelers' rebuilt offensive line gives him the protection he needs, while their deep tight end group, Pat Freiermuth, Jonnu Smith, Darnell Washington, and Connor Hayward, provides versatile, reliable options. Rodgers won't be extending plays like his prime Green Bay days, but he doesn't need to. Pittsburgh's system is built for him to hit quick throws, control the tempo, and pick his moments to strike deep. Against an aggressive Jets defense, those tight ends and running backs out of the backfield will be crucial safety valves. Prediction: Rodgers eclipses 250 yards passing, adds at least 1 touchdown, and looks sharp enough to give Pittsburgh confidence that they made the right move. Bold prediction number 2. Justin Fields shows growth with 200-plus passing yards. The Jets may have moved on from Rodgers, but that doesn't mean their quarterback position is settled. Enter Justin Fields, the dynamic dual-threat signal caller who arrives after an uneven run in Chicago. Fields' biggest flaw with the Bears was inconsistency. Brilliant highlight plays mixed with frustrating turnovers and stalled drives. Now, with Aaron Glenn as his head coach and a stronger supporting cast, Fields has the chance to reset his career. He'll throw to Garrett Wilson, one of the NFL's most electrifying receivers, and hand off to Breece Hall, a versatile back capable of breaking open games. The Jets also drafted Mason Taylor, a tight end with mismatch potential. Against Pittsburgh's fearsome pass rush, Fields won't have it easy. Still, expect him to show flashes of promise. He should surpass 200 passing yards while also adding 40 to 50 yards on the ground, keeping the Steelers' defense honest. Even in a loss, this performance would give Jets fans hope that Fields can finally be their long-term answer at quarterback. Bold prediction number 3. Steelers' tight end heavy packages pay off. One of the most under-the-radar strengths of this Steelers roster is their embarrassment of riches at tight end. Few teams can roll out 2 and 3 tight end sets with the versatility Pittsburgh brings. Freiermuth is reliable and tough. Jonnu Smith is athletic. Washington is a massive red zone threat. And Hayward is a Swiss Army knife. Look for Pittsburgh to lean on these heavy sets in Week 1. The strategy accomplishes two things. Protect Rodgers. More tight ends on the field help neutralize the Jets' pass rush. Control tempo. Short, efficient passes and power runs can wear down New York's defense. Don't be surprised if one of the Steelers' touchdown drives comes almost entirely out of these packages, with Rodgers using play action to exploit mismatches against safeties and linebackers. It's not flashy, but it's effective. Bold prediction number 4. Steelers' defense wins the turnover battle. While much of the hype centers on Rodgers' return, it's Mike Tomlin's defense that may decide this game. Pittsburgh has long prided itself on creating pressure and forcing mistakes, and that won't change in 2025. Against Fields, the Steelers will disguise coverages and blitz packages, daring him to make quick decisions. Fields' athleticism will help him escape some trouble, but it's unlikely he avoids mistakes altogether. Look for Pittsburgh to force at least one interception or strip sack that swings momentum. Rodgers, on the other hand, has always been one of the NFL's best at protecting the football. If he plays clean, the Steelers' defense doesn't need to dominate. Just disrupt enough to give their offense favorable field position. Final prediction, Steelers 23, Jets 16. This won't be the most aesthetically pleasing game of the week, but it could be one of the most fascinating. Rodgers will look efficient, Fields will show flashes, and both defenses will make big plays. But in the end, the Steelers' stability and discipline should win out. Pittsburgh pulls off a gritty 23-16 victory, spoiling Fields' Jets' debut and giving Rodgers the satisfaction of beating his former team in their own building. This game is more than a season opener. It's the start of two new storylines in the NFL. Will Rodgers extend his career into his mid-40s as a reliable, steady veteran presence? Or will Fields finally emerge as the quarterback the Jets have been searching for since Joe Namath? Either way, all eyes will be on MetLife Stadium when these two franchises collide. Backhand index pointing right, what do you think? Will Rodgers lead the Steelers to victory, or will Fields shock the world in his Jets debut? Drop your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bold NFL previews all season long.